If the words feel right, but their actions don't match, believe the actions, not their explanation, not the potential, not what they say they meant, but the action. Hi, I'm Ty Love, and this is Love Without Chasing. This is my series, What I Wish I Knew Sooner About Love, where I share honest conversations about lessons I had to learn the hard way about love, self-trust, and choosing ourselves. And today, I want to talk about what happens when words and actions don't match. One of the things I wish I knew sooner about love is this: consistency matters more than words. For a long time, I used to focus on more what people said than what they did, because words are easier to believe. They sound right. They feel comforting. They can feel reassuring. They feel like effort. But actions, they tell a different kind of truth. And sometimes that truth is harder to accept. There were things that didn't feel right. Things I noticed, things I questioned, things I had conversations about more than once. It wasn't that I didn't see it. I did. But I also heard the words, the promises, the moments where it sounded like things could be better. And I held on to that. I told myself, maybe things are changing. Maybe things just take time. Maybe it's me. Maybe I just need to be more patient. Somewhere in that, I started trying to make the words feel more real than what I was actually experiencing. It wasn't one moment that changed everything. It was a pattern I kept trying to make sense of. Words that sounded right, but actions that didn't follow through and hurt me. And instead of just saying it clearly, I kept trying to explain it in a way that hid it from the world and made it easier to stay. Because accepting it for what it was meant accepting something I wasn't ready to face yet. And something shifted in me when I stopped trying to make it make sense in a way that felt okay and started being honest with myself about how it actually felt and what I experienced. I already knew. I just wasn't ready to fully accept it yet. Because clarity didn't come from understanding their words. It came from finally acknowledging the pattern. When someone is consistent, you don't feel confused. You don't feel like you have to figure them out. You don't feel like you're holding on to something because when it's real, you don't have to explain it away. You feel it. You know it. And that kind of peace matters. So let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself holding on to someone's words, even if their actions were telling you something totally different? And if that's something you've experienced, you're not the only one. You can just say, I felt that in the comments, if it feels familiar. I'm Ty Love, and this is Love Without Chasing. Around here, we don't chase love, we choose it. And I'll see you in the next episode.